People can't be on. Yay. Okay, so I will actually just go like this, and I'm going to actually be sharing my screen because I have a presentation so that I stay on track. My team knows if I don't have slides, look at this. This is what it paused me on. I love it. Nothing but professional stuff going on here. Let me tell you, you are ready for being, it's professional 24/7 here. It's not. Okay, so welcome. I'm so excited. We have this streaming live in our group. We also have it recording. So if you have to pop out, that's totally okay. And we have it live on Zoom. So there's 3 places that you can catch it. I'm really excited. This is just kind of a behind the scenes of what it's like to be a coach with our team, the Inspiration Tribe. Now, if you're watching on the replay, or you are watching live in the group, or you are watching on Zoom, please share a little bit about yourself in the chat, like where you live, who invited you to this call, maybe like a little about your day-to-day life, like what you typically do, what interests you most when it comes to coaching, or maybe you're just kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of curious. Hey guys, I see some of you popping on. This is perfect. I'm just getting started here. So I was just saying, I like to have some slides because otherwise, if I start talking, we will be here all night. So I want to be really respectful of everybody's time. So yeah, this is our behind the scenes. So a little bit about me. Oh, I hate when this happens. Canva took away the picture. It did have my before and after, but a little bit about me for those of you who don't know me. I'm actually the founder of the Inspiration Tribe. So pretty exciting. I have been a coach with Beachbody since 2015. That's when I started. It's crazy. I'm just checking the chat. Hey, Lindsay. Okay, so I am a wife. I am a mom of 2 boys. I was actually a realtor for more than 7 years. That was an extremely busy and stressful career, I will be completely honest. And I actually started this business while I was a full-time realtor. So if you have another career, job, other side hustles, those sorts of things, and you're like, oh my gosh, the idea of having more balls in the air is terrifying, I want to just let you breathe. And I will tell you, pretty much everybody here has something else going on. So you're in good company. So I actually came home from real estate in 2019. I'll try to give you kind of the super short version of this, but what happened was right around the same time I started getting healthier and coaching, our oldest son actually, he started to have like this mystery illness. It was really weird. We spent a lot of time in ERs. We started going to specialists. We were driving back and forth like 3 hours round trip to different doctors. And it just like everything just kept piling and piling and piling on me. And after about 3 years of trying to do everything real estate, my husband's a shift worker. I had a toddler besides my son who was sick, going to the hospital, all those sorts of things. I said to my husband, I'm like, I think that I need to leave real estate and focus on coaching. And we were actually driving back from Disney when we said that, after I had spent so many times on my phone while we were on vacation, which was really frustrating. And my husband was like, it's about time. So I spent about a year kind of getting myself set up to be able to leave real estate, which was kind of cool. And I do this full time now, which is amazing. So yeah, I started with my own fitness journey. I was 50 pounds over where I wanted to be. I was extremely anxious. I had 0 energy. And yeah, what drew me into this, I'll be completely honest, I was like, I need accountability. Like, I'm not going to be one of those people who in 3 weeks, I'm going to be to my goal. I need to stick with what I want to accomplish with my fitness and my health. And I feel like this could be like that next level accountability for me. That was the first thing that kind of drew me in. And then it was the community and just the energy of everybody and the positivity and the collaboration and all these great things that I'm going to get into in a second. But that's what kept me around beyond just like the benefits of getting healthier. So our team, like I said, is full of busy women, professionals, teachers, nurses, law enforcement, shift workers, you name it, we've got it. And I'm very proud of us. For at least the last 3 years, we've been in the top 1% of the company in its entirety. So that's pretty exciting because Beachbody is a good sized company. But there's also tons of room. I will tell you that. Okay. So if you're like, oh, but everybody is a Beachbody coach, I'll talk about that too. Okay. So before we get started, let me ask you a few questions because I know for me, I was like, oh, I don't know about like putting myself out there. I don't know about like doing this whole thing. Truthfully, I didn't really know anything about it, but I had my preconceived notions of what it could possibly be, right? So I want to know, and you guys can drop this in the chat, or you can just like kind of nod along if you agree with any of these. Have you ever posted on social media? I feel like most of us in this day and age have posted at least something on social media. And I like to joke because I used to say that yes, perfect. I used to say that I was a lurker on social. I would post maybe like twice a year when it was like somebody's birthday or anniversary, or like when I had a baby. And the rest of the time I'd just be like scrolling and looking at other people's stuff. Okay, this is the second question. Have you ever recommended something you purchased to a friend or raved about it on social media? I think for me, I think of like when Disney Plus came out, I was like, oh, Disney Plus is here and it's got the movies from our childhood and the 90s things that used to be locked in the vault. And I was so excited. Yes, perfect. Okay. Here's another question. Do you have a story from your life that might encourage others in some way? And I don't mean it has to be like crazy, you could write a novel about it, but maybe you have overcome something, or you have faced something head on, or there's a daily struggle that you're working through that might encourage somebody else that in some way. Does anybody have one of those stories? Think about it. And you might not think you do, but you probably do. That's another thing. I believe so. Perfect. Okay. If you answered yes to any of those, this totally could be for you. So bear with me. I'm going to tell you guys, and please drop any questions that you have in the chat, because I think that was a big thing for me. Like I'm somebody who likes to do a lot of research. I like to know a lot about things, and I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to keep you here for 4 hours because there's a lot that I could share with you. But if you're like, no, this is something like I'm really curious about, or I'm not certain about, I'm happy to answer that for you guys. Okay. So I'm actually going to start with what we are not as coaches, because I think that that's kind of cool when you think about what you're not, because then it kind of narrows down what you actually are. So first of all, we're not experts. Nobody has to be like a fitness professional or a nutritionist or a registered dietitian or anything like that. We are not just salespeople out to sling shakes, despite what people may think. That is not what we are. We're not perfect in our health and fitness journey either. So I think that one of my favorite things about this is being real and raw and honest about how this authentically has lots of ups and downs, just as everything in life does. And we're also not sharing something. There's a lot of double negatives here, pardon me, but we're not sharing something that we don't fully believe in. I think that's a big piece of this. And that's why we often, approach people and talk to people who also love health and wellness, or who have absolutely crushed it in our challenge groups, or who have found this, like they just have this giving spirit about them. It's because those people usually believe that they can help people, right? And that they're excited about what this encompasses. Okay. So coaching is not just for the super fit. It's not only for outgoing extroverts. Believe it or not, I am incredibly shy and incredibly introverted. I will tell you, having a business where you can be behind a computer screen is the best. It's so good. It's not just for people who have it all together. Like I said, we like to keep it real, raw, authentic, and honest. We are not into high pressure sales. I love that about this. Again, coming from my real estate background, I was like, I don't want to like sell another thing. I'm already helping people buy probably one of their biggest purchases of their lives. And it's competitive. And, sometimes it could be icky. And I didn't love that about it. This is not that. Okay. It's also not high risk or high cost, which sometimes people, I think, and myself included, didn't really realize how lucrative a business in network marketing could be, because I was like, well, like the buy-in's not huge, and I don't have to, have a brick and mortar location, and I don't have to pay for thousands of dollars in advertising like I did in real estate. I guess I can kind of jump into a little bit about how much it costs at the end, but it's pretty sweet. You're going to love it. And it's not a get rich quick scheme either. So if you've ever been told you need to do this because you will make X amount of dollars right away, and like, that beach vacation, you'll be on that in a month. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's like everything else. If you put hard work in, and you put energy, and you put love and, trying to help people into action, you will see positive results from that. I can guarantee that part. You're also not limited on success, which is kind of cool. That was something, again, that I didn't really understand about the structure in network marketing. And all companies are different, believe it or not, how their compensation plans are set up. But particularly in Beachbody, you can out earn the person who sponsors you. So it's never one of those things where like, oh, she got in it, sooner than I did, so she's going to do better than I can, and I can never outrank her or out earn her. That's not the case with Beachbody at all. We're also not full of monthly quotas and purchase requirements, which was a big thing for me. We use what we buy and we don't have to stock anything, which I love. Okay. So what are we then? So our Inspiration Tribe is a team, like I said, of busy women striving to be the best versions of themselves. We're a team of women who encourage each other no matter where they are on their journey. Like we have mamas who are, just maybe with their first pregnancy, or mamas who are postpartum, or we have women who are, in their careers and they're just starting out, or, we have such a great variety of people, just everybody you could imagine, different backgrounds, different stories, and different reasons why they decided to start this business, which I think makes it more exciting. And it's also really fun because there's always pieces of your story that someone else might be like, oh, like I see myself in that little bit of her story. Like I could see that for me. So I love that. We're also really passionate about making an impact in the lives of others through health and wellness, and also chasing after the goals and the dreams that ignite a fire inside of ourselves daily. So I don't know about you guys, and it's kind of makes me emotional when I think about it. There was a period in my life where I was really heavy into, my motherhood, and that was really and I think that this is not unusual, but like that was my identity, right? Like that was what I was focusing on, that on top of work. And I was in and out and like, high-fiving my husband on the way and have to make dinner. And it was like Groundhog Day. We all know what that's like now in the last 2 years, but that's how it felt. And I wasn't really dreaming. Like I wasn't setting goals. I wasn't having this passion inside of me. So I love that about this, because this it gets us to start dreaming again and shooting for these goals and focusing on making an impact. Okay. All my pictures are gone. I don't know why. I'm going to see if I can fix this. Hold on a second, because I don't like that. I like it with the pictures. Where'd they go? That's weird. Because I definitely pay for the best Canva too, so they should be there. There we go. Okay, let's see if it comes back up. I'm going to see if can you guys see that? I don't know did I lose the Zoom? No, can you guys see the slides? No, they're gone.
No, we just see you.
Oh, I know why, because I didn't share them. That's why. Silly. There we go. Like I said, always professional, never any slip ups here. No. Okay. Now, can you guys see pictures? Yay. Okay. So much better with pictures. Like who wants to see random blank gift things? I don't know. Okay. So who can be a coach? Honestly, anyone with drive, determination, and grit. Okay, so what do we do? I love this breakdown. And I also love this picture because this is one of those, like, we have so many members of our team who are from all over, and some of us could get together in the summer for the first time in so long, but lots of us couldn't because we're further away and that sort of thing. So we kind of did this like collage thing, and it says behind every successful woman is a tribe of other successful women who have her back. I love that. Okay, so what do we do? First things first, we practice self-love. We're on a journey of our own. I love that about this. Again, it was the thing that drew me in, that accountability, that it was my job to take care of myself. I don't know, like I love that. We share the love. So sharing that journey on social media to inspire others to create change in their own lives. Again, I think the more authentic you are about how this isn't easy, about how there are struggles, how there are obstacles and lots of ups and downs, it really makes other people realize that this is possible for them too. We also offer support, accountability, and motivation to help our clients see success in their health journeys and with our programs. Like I said, we don't have to be the expert, which is kind of cool because we essentially get to be everyone's number one cheerleader and accountability partner. We get to be like, okay, here's the tools. Now let's make sure you use the tools, because man, there's so much stuff out there. Like there are literally thousands of nutrition plans to follow and thousands of workouts. It's not that isn't, although I do believe our nutrition programs and workouts are fantastic, that's not the difference maker when it comes to Beachbody. That's not why Beachbody's been successful. Beachbody's been successful because of the people that are helping people with support, accountability, and motivation. Okay. And we grow. So we end up building our own communities of others who are ready to help other people do the same. So whether they join us as coaches or they stick around for a long time as an incredible client, they become members of our own accountability groups. It's just such an incredible thing. I could not have imagined 6 years ago. I know I said to myself, I was like, if I could help even one person feel as amazing as I am feeling after thinking that it was going to be incredibly difficult to ever feel that great again, then I'm doing a great job. And then to see that impact spread, whew, it's amazing. This gives me goosebumps. Okay, so why join us? Like I said, I mean, there are lots of workout programs. There are lots of nutrition programs out there, but Beachbody is a leading home fitness company, and they do have a proven track record, right? They're not new. Beachbody actually started, this is kind of cool, and P90X was like the big program that came out. And when it first came out, it just was sold through infomercials. And what happened was they started to have these message boards on the internet, and people were like cheering each other on for P90X. And they're like, oh, did you do this? Oh, that workout was so hard. And like, yeah, oh my gosh, I only got to like week 3 and then I had to stop. And they're essentially coaching each other. They were like accountability groups before accountability groups existed. And it was through seeing that the creators of the company were like, okay, I think this might be the piece that is missing. And that's how Beachbody actually ended up becoming a network marketing company and how they ended up having coaches. So I love that. We've been around, I think, for 15 years. And before that, the fitness side of things was already around too. The need for workouts never goes away. No home workout, no, comma, home workouts are not for everybody. There are always going to be people that are like, no, I'm a gym person. No, I like going to group fitness classes. But something I have learned, especially through the last couple of years, was that people that tell me never, this used to happen with real estate too, people that tell me never surprise you. Maybe they go into a different season in their life where all of a sudden leaving their house is not possible. Or maybe they do still like to go to the gym, but instead of just wandering through the gym aimlessly or going on the treadmill, they plug in their AirPods or their earbuds, and they're like, hey, I'm going to put on like a workout from Beachbody and I will do this in 30 minutes and then be able to get back home faster. There's always like the dynamic is always changing and people always need fitness. And this is one of the most affordable and convenient fitness program systems out there. And that's what makes it always be in demand, in my opinion. We're also continually updating the product line. It's crazy, even over the 6 years, how much I've watched this company grow. When I started, we used DVDs. Yeah, I got DVDs. That was my package. I got DVDs and I got my Shakeology and I got my little Portion Fix containers. And that was it. And then we started to, which again, like I love the vision with the company. They were like, I don't know, like streaming seems to be becoming popular. Let's make this, Beachbody on demand. And then it was like, you know what? Live fitness classes are all the rage. Let's make this bot interactive. And then it was kind of that Portion Fix. People love Portion Fix. I still love Portion Fix myself, but it's like, oh, there's people that are struggling with like emotional eating. Let's introduce 2B mindset. And it's always growing. We've got a lineup already. I hope you guys have seen some of the programs that are coming, like Fire and Flow, and there's Lift More coming, and the new gut protocol. I know, so exciting, right? The new gut protocol is coming, which I'm super, super pumped about, with inflammation and just learning that kind of stuff. It's so cool. They plan this stuff out so far in advance, and they've always got something on the go. I love that. And there's no pressure. You're in charge of your business. This is a great thing. And this is also a stressful thing in some ways, because most of us have worked at some point in some, discipline or someplace where we have been like told what to do, or we know what our job description is, it's like, if you don't get it done, someone will be like, hey, why didn't you hand that in? Or why didn't you send out those emails? But this, you are working for yourself, which is amazing because it's flexible and you can do it on your time. But there's also not going to be myself or your coach like breathing down your neck being like, well, I noticed that you haven't done X, Y, Z. No, it's not like that at all. but it's amazing because it gives you the flexibility to whatever you want to put into this business. And I will tell you, you will get back out whatever you put in. Like I said before already, there's no stocking or shipping products. They do that for us, which I love and I'm so grateful for. I don't need anything else extra in my house. I've got enough stuff by the, with my boys' toys and my husband's tools and all my leggings. There's no cold calling or messaging. We're firm believers, especially on our team, that we don't send random messages to strangers. That's just not a thing. We build connections with people. We do try to meet new people. We're like professional friend makers in that way, which if that terrifies you, again, introvert, I totally get it. But there's ways to do it that are actually amazing and incredible. And I've reconnected with so many people that, just have kind of fallen out of seasons of my life and they come back in, and I'm so, so grateful for coaching for that, because it's actually caused me to not just be that lurker on the internet and actually be social on there and have, messages with people and reconnect and talk to people. And yeah, this is crazy. Also, we have endless support and trainings to help you succeed. We are part of the #1 downline in all of Beachbody. So we have access to everything they put out, which is a ton if you're somebody who wants to do like training 24/7, but we're also big on actually putting everything into action and helping you succeed right from the start. So we have access to all of that. You're never going to be short on having support or having trainings, which is great. Now, let's talk about compensation. So AKA getting paid and perks to this. So probably you guys know, or if you don't, when you become a coach, same as with our preferred customer membership, you actually get 25% discount on all of the products. I love that. Honestly, I would have done it just for that alone. When you sell something, you actually get 25% commission on all purchases that are made off of your site through your links, whatever. And sometimes there's like other bonuses depending on what you're selling, which is kind of cool, but you're always going to get that 25% commission when you're a coach. We also have team cycle bonuses. So again, this is something that we can dive into much more, once you sign up as a coach, so you can understand that. Or, if you're like, I really need to understand how team cycle bonuses work, I can totally send you stuff on that. But this is essentially, if you build a team, so even a couple of people under you, preferred customers, coaches that want to, enjoy the discount or want to do this business as well with you, then you can actually get bonuses for helping your team succeed. I love that about this, right? Like you're not going to get that. So you're always going to get commission if you sell something. But the other part of being able to earn with this is if your team does well and the people that are working with you do well, you do well. And I think that that's why, it's such a great collaborative business. We have qualification for free customer leads, which is crazy awesome. I have met some amazing people from all over the world because I've qualified for certain, like just our base minimum really of bringing new people in each month. And when you do that, you get free customer leads. So these are people that have just, seen Beachbody on Demand or heard it on the radio or went to the website and signed up. They actually assign all of those people to coaches, which is crazy. Also, like I said, tons of training, tons of resources, tons of tools. Freedom to cancel at any time without penalties. I'm not really familiar with a ton of different network marketing companies, but I have heard that sometimes that can be a little bit of a scary point for people who are like, I don't know, like how to get out of this. I don't know how to stop. It's not like that here. You can cancel at any time. There's no penalty. You're not stuck in anything. And obviously we also have the opportunity to earn free trips. Come on. We had three of my teammates actually traveling the last 4 days. 2 went to our new leaders conference in Vegas and stayed at the Bellagio, and 1 went to the Riviera Maya and stayed at the Unico. This is like the first big travel I've seen for Beachbody since everything kind of closed down. So this is pretty exciting to see everybody traveling again. A bunch of us are booked to go to Punta Cana in March. There's tons of opportunities for travel. Again, something I never imagined would ever happen. As you can see from these pictures, I've been fortunate enough to go with Beachbody to go to Nashville, New Orleans, Indiana, Riviera Maya, Punta Cana, and to an amazing conference in LA. So kind of cool if you're somebody who likes to travel. I like that. I like that travel that comes with business. So why join our team? What you'll get. So you will get your business starter guide. You'll get training from Beachbody, of course, but we have, I feel like we have like more simplified training and like, let's get down to business kind of training. We do new coach kickoff calls, and I can work one-on-one with you, or your coach can work one-on-one with you as well. And then we have our business basics boot camp and new coach mentorship to help you get off on the right foot. So you don't have to feel like I do not even know where to start. We will help you. Your investment. So again, this is something like, I'm sure you guys are probably curious about this. How much does it cost? Like, how do you even start if this is something that you're going to do? Well, this is great because you don't have to buy, again, I don't want to compare to anything, but like, you don't have to buy anything that you're not going to use, which is kind of cool, right? Most of us start with a fitness package like this, like a total solutions package tailored to help reach our particular health and fitness goals. So if you want the new program, or you're like, you know what, I need an easy, healthy breakfast, Shakeology, or you're like, oh my gosh, I can't stop hitting snooze, Energize, or you're like, oh, I'd like longer nails and nicer hair. And also I'm sleepy, our Go and Glow. There's all these things, and you can use the products that come with your package. If you've already purchased a total solutions pack, you can also talk to your coach, because we have ways of you can sign up and it will reimburse you and that sort of thing. But if you were just to become a coach, it would be like $50, but you typically want to have the tools, right? So you also need a willingness to apply what you learn in our training. So like I said, there's so much information. You could spend probably a year learning how to be a Beachbody coach, but if you never do anything, you'll be like, okay, this doesn't work. I didn't sell anything. I didn't help anybody. I never made an impact or an income or anything. Well, we have to be able to apply what we're learning. So you have to be willing to actually, I would say, step outside of your comfort zone a little bit. And maybe even just being on this call is you stepping outside of your comfort zone. So I'm really proud of you for that, because I know these were like the steps that I had to take, just small steps, being like, okay, I'm just going to learn a little bit more. I'm just going to do a little bit more. You have to have a determination to make a difference in people's lives. That sounds heavy. I think that I didn't realize the type of impact I could have just by showing up even for myself and sharing about that. And then, how that could go even a level further when I had conversations with people and they were like, oh my gosh, like I'm feeling at my lowest, is there something you could suggest? And I'm like, yeah, try this like meditation, or, like I haven't moved my body in months and I'm so anxious. Yes, here's a sample, like try this workout out, enjoy it. Like I feel like it's a very heart. You can lead with your heart and you can have a lot of success, is what I'm saying. So our packages start at $160 US or $186 Canadian. That's getting you your total solution pack. Like I said, though, if you already have bought your total solution pack, talk to your coach and they'll help you with the most economical way to get started. Okay, so why not you? I love this. I want you to think about this. Either you saw that we were doing this, or your coach reached out to you and said, hey, this is what we're doing on Sunday night, and I really would love if you were there. I want you to ask yourself, what if this opportunity was placed in your life to share your story and make a difference in the lives of others? What if this opportunity allows you to help hundreds of others reach their goals? I know that sounds scary, hundreds. Like I, again, never could have wrapped my head around that. Even if I helped one other person, I was like, I feel like that would be amazing. What if this opportunity is the catalyst to a new type of freedom because of the impact you make? And that can look different for everybody, right? I just know for me, it opened so many doors that I didn't even realize I wanted opened. I was like, I'm good. Like I've got friends. I feel okay. I've got a career that's working, like I didn't not enjoy my career. It stressed me out, but it was a good career. And then I opened doors to, again, my circumstances changed, right? My son got sick, and all of a sudden it was like that plan, that other thing I was doing on the side, all of a sudden became my plan A. Or, my friendships, I still have friends that I've been friends with for years, but I've also made so many more new, incredible friendships through this business. And again, reconnecting with people. So very, very powerful. Here's a picture from our last Coach Summit, which is this crazy event that they hold once a year for Beachbody, and anybody can go that's a coach. And this is after our super workout, which is done in the streets. I don't know how this is going to look this year, but whatever. This was we were in Indianapolis. So this is in the streets around, they have this like big statue thing. I think they call it the square, but it's like a circle, but I might be saying that wrong. But yeah, we were all sweaty after finishing workouts with the super trainers. We were right at the front, which was crazy and amazing. And this is like, I went to my first summit alone, and my second summit, I brought a couple of coaches. And then by the next summit, I had like a group of us. And then this is like a little bit of our bigger team, but it's just amazing to see it just kind of in pictures, how your community can grow. And yeah, so I would love to know if you guys have any questions, and I would be happy to answer them at this point. And I will stop the share of that and just kind of see. I can also stop the recording now.